What is going on, everyone? My name is Dan. I'm about to be reacting to some more comedy. Today we have Bert Kreischer. This is his Flying Dildos segment. This was recommended to me, so I'm checking it out. Just off the title, I feel like this is going to be wild, knowing Bert Kreischer. It's got to be something ridiculous, so I'm excited to get into it. About 16-minute long segment, too, so it's got a little bit of length to it. Let's get into it.
They kept her in a fucking closet? Are you shitting me? They're like, yeah, the Nazis were looking for her. I go, the fucking Nazis were looking for her? How did they not put this in the movie? How did the Nazis not find...
What? What am I watching right now? This is not happening.
One of my best friends, the host.
Oh, okay, that was the intro. These intros are always so wild to these things. Like, what is even going on right now?
Of the Bertcast podcast. Please give it up for Mr. Bert Kreischer, everybody.
We got an ad coming. I'm gonna pause this. All right, we're back. Let's go.
Yeah, I am the machine.
I'm usually always no shirt on.
Nursing one of
Love
the
it.
worst hangovers I've ever had in my fucking life
Hard
right
to
now.
believe, but okay.
So cheers to Ari, to Comedy Central. I don't read a lot.
Good start.
I'm smart, but I'm not like I'm not good with facts and stuff. Like, I was talking to someone the other day and I realized I'd always thought Anne Frank and Helen Keller were the same person.
Yeah. All right, so why do I always hear that? Why does that come up so often? I heard this not too long ago again in something else. Something else I think I reacted to. It came up in. This isn't the same step. Did I already react to this? I don't think I did. It had to have been something else I reacted to like maybe a month or two ago. And I just remember that. And I always felt that way too, confused Anne Frank and Helen Keller. And I have no idea why at all.
I'd always thought Anne Frank and Helen Keller were the same person. Like, well into my 20s. Do you know where I found out? At the Anne Frank house. Do you have any idea what I went, okay. I backpacked through Europe when I was 22 with these 4 guys. 3 are lawyers, so I can't say their names. The other one's named Weicho. And these guys were just fucking nerds. The whole time we were backpacking, they're like, do you want to go to like the Louvre? Do you want to see David? We should take a class and learn about how they cut diamonds so when we get engaged, we could have, I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you guys? We're here to bang Swedish chicks, that's it. Like, are you out of your minds? And then one day they're like, hey, do you want to go to the Anne Frank house? And I lit up. I was like, fuck yes. And they're like, wow, you seem really excited. And I was like, no, we'll get a bag of weed and we'll laugh our dicks off. And they're like, really? I go, yeah, I've been hearing jokes about this girl my whole life. We get high, put a plunger in the toilet.
No.
And they're like, what? I go, do you get to go into the house? And they're like, yeah, you can go see the closet they kept her in. I go, they kept her in a fucking closet? Are you shitting me?
Oh my God.
They're like, yeah, the Nazis were looking for her. I go, the fucking Nazis were looking for her? How did they not put this in the movie? How did the Nazis not find... So I get excited. I get a bag of weed, and I'm like, I can't wait to go to the Anne Frank house. I'm like beaming. I'm so pumped up. On our walk to the Anne Frank house in Amsterdam, we pass by a sign that says, live sex, live sex, live sex, flying dildos. And I'm like, all right, suck a silent dick, Anne Frank. We're going to see flying dildos.
Yo, I've been to Amsterdam and into that, like, red light district. I didn't see anything like that, but it is very weird, very interesting. There's also, like, a golden boob in the sidewalk. If you've never been there, it is an interesting place. That's for sure. I recommend it. I do, but it's very weird.
We're going to see flying dildos. What are you gonna pick? Culture or the Anne Frank house? I'm going with culture. So I get us tickets. We all go in. Has anyone ever been to a live sex show? One guy in the back.
Oh, all right. Yeah, so there were live sex shows. I didn't see any signs for what was going on, but there were live sex shows. I wasn't allowed to go because I was in a relationship at the time. But guys, I was just kind of walking around the area. I didn't see anything crazy like flying dildos though. I would have lost my mind if I read a sign like that.
We all go in. Has anyone ever been to a live sex show? One guy in the back. Perfect. It's aggressive. It's a lot creepier than you'd ever think. See, here's the problem with a live sex show. Every show you go to elicits a response. When you come to this show, you know to laugh. When you go to see music, you get inspired. But when you go to a live sex show, the only response is to creep people out. Just like, oh, maybe I'll get hard. So we go in, we sit down. It's as intimate as this. And we light a joint, get to know some of the other fellas, like-minded gentlemen. First woman comes up, no fanfare, no intro music, not even that hot. She's like a sex show 6. Comes up, she definitely has another job, like trust me. It's this intimate. It needs to be, we are this close, and she just starts oil rigging herself. Just went. Now, listen, I'm not big into foreplay, but total lack of foreplay looks a lot like assault, okay? And she is going to town, and we're making the same look, just, which she confuses for, I guess they can't see, and just goes back to performing her gynecological exam on herself. Now, I have a problem with silence, so I immediately start talking to her. And I'm like, do you speak English? She's like, no. I was like, fuck. You're doing a really good job. I was like, oh, thank you. And I go, do you do flying dildos? And she's like, no. And I was like, oh, great. 5 minutes she does this. 5 minutes just goes to town on herself. Just, I guess.
Dude, this is so descriptive, but like, that's him telling his stories, dude. He goes into so much detail. It is hilarious, but Jesus, this is something else.
5 minutes she does this. 5 minutes just goes to town on herself. Just, I guess, by the end, we're like now we're learning shit about the woman's anatomy. Like, that's her urethra, I think. That's amazing. She gets done. We give her a golf clap.
Hold on, I'm trying to figure out why this is all like.
2 girls come on stage, and now if this girl was all song, no dance, these girls were all dance, no song. A lot of foreplay. You can't walk backwards in a story. Like, I had to stop and go, ladies, we just watched a woman fist herself. Like, let's cut to the pink meat, okay? Like, they're like making out, and now I'm the spokesman. Someone's like, can you get them to hurry it up? And I'm like, sure. I go, do you guys do flying dildos? And they're like, no. I was like, okay, next. And they're like, huh? And we're like, we're good. We've seen what you have to offer. They leave. Then...
No, he did not wave girls off of the stage at a sex show, dude. He is absolutely, it doesn't seem like he cares, and if he does, it doesn't matter. He just does whatever comes to his mind. That is so funny. We're
good. We've seen what you have to offer. They leave. Then a guy and a girl come out. Now, this is where it gets creepy. I'm not a huge feminist, but I believe in women's rights, okay? And this guy just starts doing crowd work. He's not even incorporating her in. It's like an improv team where she sits off to the side like fucking one of Jeff Dunham's dummies, just. And he's like, oh, you guys, by the way, this is exactly what it feels like. I want you to feel it. You guys ready to see me fuck, huh? You wanna see me fuck this shit, man? I fuck it good. It's creeping me out, and it's assaulting my morals. And I lean over to my friends, and I go, oh, we should have just gone to the Anne Frank house. Which pisses this guy off. He goes, oh, don't bring up Anne Frank in this room, man. And I go, well, I fucking wish I was Anne Frank right now so I didn't have to see this. And then he starts arguing with me, but he's arguing with me and getting his dick hard. Like it's such an, like he's like pulling it going, oh man, don't worry, it gets big. I'm like, not on my watch, it doesn't. And I start heckling his dick. I'm like, think about your mom. And he's like, hey, fuck you, buddy. I go, do you have any sisters? He's like, hey, not now, man, not now. I go, we should just go to Anne Frank. And he's like, fuck you, and he storms off. And now the lunatics are running the asylum, and I'm their fucking leader. I'm like their Rosa Tubbsman, not fucking Rosa Tubbsman.
Rosa Tubbsman. Rosa Tubbsman. I'm like spitting. Oh my God. Dude, why does he make already a weird situation the most ridiculous thing possible? Like, I can't. Like, I don't know how he can just go into a room and cause that much havoc doing something that's already really weird. Oh my God.
Rosa Tubbsman, not fucking Rosa Tubbsman. God damn it. By the way, I am neither Rosa Parks or Harriet Tubman. Right. I don't know. Right now in heaven, Rosa Parks, Harriet Tubman, Helen Keller, and Anne Frank are going, what the fuck is this guy doing to our names? Helen Keller's like, so, I'm there, Rosa Tubbsman. I'm leading the show, fucking. If you didn't think I was stupid when I started this story.
He's talking in such high pitch.
I'm leading the charge. And I'm like,
what? Dude, this guy. Oh, I'm sorry, this is probably so loud for you guys, you can't even hear the video over me fucking squealing. But like, holy shit, he starts laughing at what he's saying, then his voice gets all high-pitched, and he's still trying to tell the joke, and he's talking like this. Oh my God, dude. Oh, I'm crying.
I'm leading the charge. And I'm fucking pulling out old high school chants, like, we put our hands up high, our feet to the low. We want flying dildos, flying dildos, flying dildos. Hey fellas, yeah. Hey fellas, yeah. We want, yeah, flying dildos, yeah. They send out some girl to calm us down and we boo her off stage. We're like, get the fuck out, bitch. We only want flying dildos. You heard us. Now, let's fucking kill this beer.
Oh God, I thought he was about to chug
I'm
it.
hitting it hard as fuck. Woman comes out. German woman, 6 feet tall, thigh-high leather boots, biker's cap, medicine bag. Plops it on the stool and goes, gentlemen, please. Calm down. I am flying dildos. And the place goes fucking bananas. It looks like the control room in NASA when Apollo 13 landed. Like, oh, we did it! We did it! She goes, stop. I will need one volunteer from the audience. And these assholes look at me like, you're up, numbnuts. I fucking get up on stage, and I am so excited that I've brought about change. I feel like I've accomplished something in my life. I'm literally look at my constituents like, you said you wanted change. I didn't say that, probably, but
Probably.
I was like, fuck, whatever I said. I'm Rosa Tubbsman, and I don't even realize her putting a handcuff on me. And when the second one goes on, I go, hey, maybe we should talk about how flying dildos works. I feel like I'm in the dark on this one. And she does not have like happy eyes look on her face. And sweeps my legs in like a Karate Kid move, just, and I land hard. I land so hard I knock the wind out of myself. Now let me tell you something about when you knock the wind, that's a real fucking noise. Just, it is so real, and real respects real. When you hear that, you're like, oh, fuck. She tears my pants off me, and my dick pops out of my boxers unprepared, gentlemen. I look at my best friend Weicho, and I go, poke it back in. He's like, I will not be doing that. And then the air is removed out of the room, and I hear some guy go, fucking do it. And I'm like, what? I look up. This woman is straddling my face with a 12-inch black dildo and Excaliburs it into my mouth. Gentlemen, you have a game time decision to make. What do you do in that situation? Do you purse your lips, close your teeth, and hope to block the shot? Could lose your front canines. Or do you acquiesce and open up and let her go yard in your jaw? I chose the latter. She went 8 inches into my throat, just. Now I'm gagging, the wind's knocked out of me, my dick's popping out, I'm wiggling like the very last unicorn. And she looks at the guys and says, gentlemen, get your cameras and line up to get a picture with flying dildos. These turncoats.
He tried so hard to get the entire show shifted to flying dildos, and then he gets roped into it. And he becomes the show. That is so, like, what is this man's life? How could this possibly have happened? Like, how can you command this to happen in your life? My life has never been this interesting. Not that I would want this to happen, but my life has never once been this interesting. I don't remotely have a story anywhere close to as ridiculous as this. I guess this is why he's famous, but like, oh my God, dude.
Dildos. These turncoats line up like they're meeting the fucking queen. They're like, oh, I can't wait, and everyone takes a picture with me. The point of my story, the reason I told it to you, is if you ever go to Amsterdam, just go to the Anne Frank house. Thank you.
First of all, don't leave your shirt before you leave. Second of all, did you ever go to the Anne Frank house?
Oh, yeah. So, I was a little rattled after the whole Flying Dildos experience, and but all the guys in the room thought I was the greatest guy ever. It was like killing in a comedy club, and I could walk out, and it's 3 football players from UCF, 3 French Canadians, a dude from Tennessee, and a guy from Australia, and my 4 friends, and they're like, we would do anything with you. And I was like, well, I could use some cheering up. Let's go to the Anne Frank house. so I,
It's not a cheering up kind of place.
it gets so much worse. So we get high as giraffe pussy and going to the Anne Frank house, and all I'm doing the whole time is telling Helen Keller jokes. I'm like leaning up to him going like, you know she had a dog, right? And they're like, really? How do you know so much about Anne Frank? I'm like, he ran away. And they're like, he ran away? I was like, well, you would too if your name was. We go into the kitchen, and I'm like, oh, here's where she burned her fingers. And they're like, what? Yeah, she tried to read her waffle iron. And this lady in front of us, and mind you, I'm high as fuck. This lady,
No one's gonna tell you, like, that's not the right person.
lady turns around and goes, "Are you making Helen Keller jokes?" Ari, I realized at that moment that we're not in Helen Keller's house. That we're in the Anne Frank house, and I don't know who the fuck she is. And these guys see it in my eyes, and 12 dudes fall apart as high as fuck in a Holocaust museum. And that is the best laugh you can have, is when you're not supposed to laugh, when you're like, dude. And I'm putting all the pieces together like, oh, I think I was thinking of Ann Sullivan. Shit. Oh, yeah, this is the wrong way. I go, what happened to this girl? And I'm like,
She didn't invent Braille.
oh, that's it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Dude, I love when Bert Kreischer starts just like laughing at his own jokes and he gets that high-pitched voice. I don't know why, but it makes it so much funnier. Dude, this was so funny. I can't believe how funny this actually was. I was losing my mind. It was probably annoying to you guys probably at some point because I was absolutely losing it the entire time. My face hurts from smiling and laughing so much. Like I need to go watch something serious or sad now because like my face is sore from doing this. Oh my god. That was amazing. Thank you for that recommendation. I'm so happy I got to watch that because that was absolutely insane. I can't believe that Bert Kreischer has the life that he has, but I'm kind of glad he does because I wouldn't want to experience that stuff. But it is so funny to hear about. Yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments about this video. Let me know if you like it. Feel free to drop some suggestions to other Bert Kreischer, stand-up segments you want me to check out, or even some other comedians. I have so much fun doing this comedy stuff, and it does not let me down most of the time. But yeah, if you like this video, make sure you hit the like button. Please subscribe, and go check out some of the other comedy I've reacted to. I love hanging out with you guys, talking to you guys in the comments. But yeah, until next time, thanks for hanging out and watching this with me. I will catch you around on the next video. Peace.